Today I'm going to be telling you guys how I became a profitable Forex trader in 3 years. I'm going to give you guys my whole life story from since I was young to right now, to let you know everything I went through and let you guys know that it's not just a straight path up. It's bumps and roads. It's like a roller coaster until you finally get there. Now, I'm not nowhere close to where I want to be. You know, I want the Lambos and the big houses and stuff, but I'm finally making some money out of here after all this time. So let's get into it. So this is probably going to be the realest video I ever drop on this channel. I really didn't even want to do it because I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of hate and all this shit, but I'm just going to keep it 100 with you guys, and those that fuck with me, and those that don't, fuck you. So let's get it. So I'm going to take you all the way back to when I was a kid and where all my ambition started from. So when I was about 11 or 12, I started doing some dumb shit, bro. I started robbing people, houses, and cars, anything I could get my hands on. I was into it. As soon as I hit my first lick, it was like a drug, bro. I wanted more money. I wanted to eat what I want at a young age. I always wanted to go to Wendy's, bro, get me a double stack, some chicken nuggets. I didn't want to eat top ramen at home. I wanted to get that good shit. I want to get that new Baconator that just dropped. You feel me? So I started off walking down the street, just pulling every car handle, running in there, getting their little change, getting their little phones and laptops that they were leaving there. Then we graduated to hitting licks and we started flocking houses. So we would go to a random house that looked like they got some money, start knocking on the door loud as hell, do it about 5 times, no one answers, it's green, we're going in. And so we would get, you know, our little gloves or put some socks on our hands or some band-aids around our fingers, you feel me, put a little bandana on just to make sure they ain't got no cameras or nothing. And you know, the first time we hit, I remember running on the train tracks with this heavy ass freaking pillowcase. We had like PS4s and Xboxes in there. We had some jewelry and it was just crazy. Like everything I wanted, I just got in like less than 3 minutes. So immediately what we do after we hit the lift, we'll go to the plug's house. He'll either break us off with some money or give us double the price and some work. And you know, we would have to go sell that and shit. Now it wasn't no Pablo Escobar or nothing like that. Don't get me fucked up. It's just whatever he had, I would sell. No matter what it was, I'll go out there and make a profit off of it. And everything was great, bro. We was hitting licks like every week. You know, I had a little money in my pocket. I even started giving my mom some money. I told her, hey mom, I found a wallet on the floor. She knew damn well I didn't find no damn wallet on the floor. And she was like, I won't get you in trouble if you give me another 100. So I gave her extra 200. And, you know, we was lit. We went to the mall, we bought some shit, and we just both pretended like I found a wallet, but she knew what it was. Then shit started getting real, bro. We started hitting so many licks that my house started getting raided like every month, bro. Like they would just come 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, just trying to bust my door down. Cops all around the houses with their gun drawn, everybody handcuffed on the couch in their underwear and shit. That shit was embarrassing, bro, but you know, that's what comes with it. That shit was starting to get crazy. So once they did that, I luckily didn't have nothing at the house at that time because I always grew up with older homies, so they gave me the game. They said, don't never keep shit at your house just in case they try to rob you and shit like that. Don't never keep it just in case the police try to bust in. And I never thought the police would raid because we always did shit nice and clean. But there's this one time where my dumbass was high or something, bro, and we was hitting a lick and I dropped my phone in there because I was using it as a light to unplug this PlayStation. And the people came home. I seen them out the window, so we started booking it. And I dropped my phone because I tried to drop everything and run, and I didn't realize I had my phone in my hand. So I dropped my phone. So then once we got out, and like a couple hours later, I tried to get my phone to call someone, and I was like, oh shit, I don't have my phone. And I was like, damn, I left it in there. We started contemplating, are we gonna run back in there and just take that shit? And then I said, nah, you know what, leave it alone. They ended up calling my mom because I had my contact as mom. So they just called my mom and like, yo, your son just robbed the house, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So now the person's house I was robbing was actually the plug, not the plug where I get my stuff from. It was a different plug that I had just met. So I was thinking he ain't finna snitch or nothing like that. Nope, bro switched up quick. Snitched on me, and that's when all them raids started happening. So they arrested me in that raid. They took me to jail and they released me, and then I had court day, and I was never tripping about it, bro. I was never tripping. Like, this is just part of the game. All my homies get locked up. This is just part of the game, bro. On the day of court day, I was chilling, bro. I wasn't even tripping. I was just like, yeah, let's go to court, whatever. And to remind you, I'm like 12 years old at this time, right? So on the way to the courtroom, I tell my mom, oh, can we stop by Carl's Jr. on the way back? And she's like, how do you know we're coming back? And I'm like, what you mean? And they're like, they could keep you right now, bro. And I was facing 7 years. 7 years, bro. I was just 12 years old. I wasn't gonna get out till I was 19. And in that moment, while we were down the street from the courthouse, it clicked in my mind that I might not be going home. I don't know why that never registered. I thought everything was gonna be cool and everything was gonna be great. And it did not register that I might be going to jail for 7 years. Like, this shit is real. There's no running from this shit. You gotta face this shit right now. So immediately, bro, I got the bubble guts, bro. I was like, oh no, I gotta take a shit, bro. Like, I was like, oh no, I was going through it and we were just pulling up. I was like, man, what do I do? And it started started really clicking, like, bro, like, what? So we walk into the little courthouse or whatever, and I started seeing moms crying because their kids just got a whole bunch of time. I seen some people walking around with the ankle monitors, they just got released, and I'm like, man, I fucked up, bro. 7 years is ridiculous. The lawyer's telling me, like, you know, we don't really have a good case, they have your phone. It was just all bad, bro. So now I'm trying to mentally prepare myself, like, damn, bro, I'm about to be locked up. I'm 12, I'm finna be in here with these people that are 18 years old, 17 years old. I was just like, damn, bro, I fucked up. And then the cops came to talk to me beforehand, and they were like, bro, we'll give you one more chance to snitch. Just tell us who you did it with, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not snitching on no one, bro. I'd rather take the time. I don't care what happens, bro. I'm not snitching. I ain't finna be walking around the streets like, bro, he snitched and all that. He's a bitch. And nah, I ain't doing all that. So I was just like, at that time, I was just like, bro, you know, just give me whatever comes, bro. There's nothing I could do about it. So I told them, no, I'm not snitching, whatever. And so they said, all right, good luck. You're gonna be going to jail and all this shit. So I was like, you know, it is what it is, bro. So we go into the courtroom. She took one look at me and said, I don't deserve 7 years. It looked like it was just a mistake. He's just a kid. You know, I came up all dressed a little nice and had my hair slicked back and saying, yes, ma'am. You know, I was being polite. And, you know, that shit really counts. And the judge said, you know what, I'm not doing this to this kid. He still has his whole life in front of him. If this happens again, you will definitely get the 7 years. So I said, cool, I'm good, bro. I'm done hitting licks, bro. I'm not fucking with that no more. I was this close to being locked up for 7 years, bro. I'm not trying to do that, bro. I like to fuck with females, bro. I can't be in there with all guys, bro, for 7. I can't do it, bro. So once we left, I was happy, bro. I felt like I had a second chance. I said, you know what, I'm done with this shit. I'd rather be broke than to be in jail, bro. And seeing my mom cry like that and arguing with my dad because the cops are breaking down our door and doing all type of shit. They're flipping all our beds over and knocking dressers over. It was just too much, bro. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna chill out. So let's get to where I'm about 19 years old and I'm starting to think like, bro, I'm already past 18, bro. I need to start getting some money. Like, I've just been smoking weed and chilling and doing bullshit this whole time, playing video games. Bro, I need to start making some money now. I got a girl, she lives with me. Like, I need to start making some money. I'm not with all this broke ass shit. So I tried some agency jobs. I worked for Under Armour. I worked for a couple RV places and that shit was just trash, bro. It never stuck with me. I could not go give my time 13, 14 hours a day to make this little ass money working for $10 an hour. At that time, it was $10 an hour. So I was like, a kid would be getting more for cutting the grass or cleaning the kitchen for his mom for this shit, bro. This shit is ridiculous. So I said, how could I become a millionaire doing something that I like to do? I like music. So I was like, you know what, let me start rapping. You feel me? I got a couple homies that's rapping. So we started rapping, whatever, shit was cool. My homie ends up getting linked up with Mozzie. I'm sure you guys know who Mozzie is. They started getting tight. Mozzie pulled up to his baby shower. Shit was looking good. And then out of nowhere, I got sick. I woke up one day and I had a viral infection. You know, I always get sick, but this shit was different. I got off my bed to go get a water bottle in the hallway. I'm walking and all of a sudden, boom, everything starts spinning. I can't breathe. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I really thought I was gonna die. I didn't know what was happening. So I stumbled back to my room, laid on my bed, and I literally passed out, but I was still awake, but everything went blank. So after I recovered from that, and now this shit is happening all the time, bro. I can't stand up for more than 5 seconds. I had to lay back down because I felt like I was gonna pass out. It was like an all-day thing. I never felt like I wasn't gonna pass out. I had my legs on pillows. This shit was bad, bro. So I finally made it to the hospital, and they don't know what's wrong with me. They said, yo, you might have this shit called vasovagal. You might have this shit called POTS. They didn't know what was wrong. They didn't understand it. And I still, to this day, don't know exactly what I have. I just think maybe I have vasovagal or maybe I have POTS. I don't know. So once that happened, now I'm bedridden for years, bro. My girl's just cooking for me like 10 times a day because the more I eat, the better I feel because the salt's keeping my blood to my head. It was all bad, bro. You know, my girl's sticking through this and I can't even get off the bed and she's working. This shit is crazy, bro. So I'm all pissed off and depressed at my boys with Mozzie. I'm like, damn, he's finna blow. I'm gonna miss out because I'm sick and I can't just get up and walk or nothing. And then my homie gets booked for a murder. And I'm like, damn, I could have been with him, bro. We was moving everywhere together. Bro, I could have been in that car with him. I could have been facing murder too. I would have been back into that position I was when I was younger, but even worse. So I just felt like God was really looking out for me, bro. He was really keeping me away from this shit because he knew I was meant to be great and really meant to help people. So a couple years go by and I start feeling a little bit better. I'm starting to be able to walk down the street, you know, shit like that. I'm taking little pills called fluticordazone or some shit like that. It's helping the sugar stay in my body and the salt stay in my body. So, you know, I'm starting to move around a little bit more. So I started looking into other ways to start a business and how to make money. So me and my wife started wholesaling real estate. This shit looked great. I seen some dude talking about he made 10K off one thing, he made 17K. Then I started looking into Tom Crow, and I was like, you know, I could do this shit, bro. So me and my wife do the whole thing. We buy courses on that. We start writing the yellow letters, you know. I started putting 2 pennies in there so people could get the letter and be like, oh, what's in this thing? They would open it and give us callbacks, you know, we would have to call them. And then we started dressing up and walking into real estate buildings to ask them to get more information. You know, we was on it, bro. We was trying to make it work. So we would go talk to these people and they'd be like, what the hell is wholesaling real estate? Didn't even know what it was at that time. They were like, I don't know if that's illegal. Go somewhere else. So these people are slamming the door on our faces and just not getting no help. And I'm like, man, what is going on, bro? The yellow letters were getting calls back. They don't want to go down on the price. It was just all bad, bro. It was not working. It was just every time I would go give a house a yellow letter, there would already be 5 fucking letters there from different other wholesalers. So it was like, bro, this shit is way too saturated. I'm not gonna get any people. This shit is way too saturated. Every house has been hit from cities and cities next to my house. It's just too saturated, bro. Everyone's trying to do this. So that didn't work. So now I was like, okay, let's start YouTube. So I started doing YouTube videos on my own. I was doing reactions. I was doing story times, and it was doing good. And then I finally got my wife to get into it. And then we started doing pranks and vlogging and all that shit. And then one video hit and it changed everything, bro. This one video we did ended up getting 100 million views over about 2-3 years. This shit changed our life. We went from not being able to afford a Tam's burger to making about 10 to 12K a month for not even doing nothing, just a video that's on my page making money. We used to upload vlogs and stuff, but you know, they weren't really making us money. They'll probably get like 10, 14K, but this one video was just being pushed by YouTube and we were just making so much money, especially around Christmas. It was crazy. So we moved out to a luxury apartment. I was buying big ass flat screens for everybody, 3 at a time. Shit was great, bro. Everything was looking like, bro, we're not gonna have to do nothing. We're just making money. We're good. I ended up buying a Benz. We bought a new Benz. It was nice. I was so happy. I felt successful. I was like, yo, it finally happened. The day I got home from buying my Benz, I received a letter from YouTube that says, we're taking away your monetization. So basically, they're taking away my money, right? They're not paying us no more. So I'm like, damn, bro, the same day? I was all right. I got some money stacked up. I'm good. They'll give it back to me in 30 days. 6 months later, I didn't get it back. 7 months later, I didn't get it back. A year later, we didn't get it back. So now we're broke. We had to leave the apartment. We moved back into my mom's house and I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like we were just all the way up here and then now we're broke. And then COVID hit. And financially, that was the best thing that could happen for us because we had so many bills that we couldn't pay. I couldn't afford the Benz. The Benz was like $1,000 a month. I couldn't afford that shit. COVID hit. We got our EDD. Now we start making money again. And it's like, okay, cool. Now what do we put this into? So I ended up putting it into dropshipping. I was doing Facebook advertisement. That shit was not working for me, bro. I was losing thousands and thousands, not getting one sale. I was just doing it wrong. After about 6 months, I gave up on that. And then I came across Forex. I seen Jeremy Cash's video a long time ago talking about Forex. And I was like, oh, what's this? He's just pushing a button and making money. I was like, I know if I just study this shit and really understand the charts, I'll be able to do this shit. Like, it's like a video game. So I started looking into it. And then I found Daniel Savage. Then I found Lambo Raul. Then I found Nick Sean. Then I found Mamba FX. So I'm studying this over years and years and years. I'm going back and forth to different mentors. So about 2 years into it, I said, you know, I'm gonna pick one strategy and I'm gonna stick to it. So I picked Mamba FX. I said I could relate to him. His strategy is good, so let's get it. I studied Mamba's course nonstop. I didn't look at anybody other courses. I took my FTMO challenge. I failed about 10, and then I finally passed one. And I was like, okay, this is it. I tell my wife, you know, start looking for houses in Vegas. We moving, bro. Start looking at the new G-Wagons. We finna cop one. Like, it's really up. So then I get my first withdrawal. I'm like, cool, it's a cool little 1,300 or whatever. Get my second withdrawal. I was like, okay, we lit, bro. This is over with. Like, pack your bags now. Like, we moving, bro. We starting to tour apartments and shit like that. We going to Vegas, whatever, right? And then I could not win another trade for the life of me. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. It was just like the strategy was not working, and I journal everything, so I know I was doing everything the same, but it just stopped working. For like 5 months, I kept trying the strategy. It was just, I could not win a trade, bro. It was ridiculous. I kept getting faked out. So now I lost my FTMO. I spent about 10K on courses, and I'm not nowhere, bro. But I was like, you know, I'm never gonna give up. You only fail when you quit. So I kept studying, not having no results or anything. And then I came across Doyle Exchange. And to be honest, I wasn't even really fucking with him. I'll watch a couple of videos with him, and then I'll go back to Mamba's or Daniel Savage's or whatever. But then I kept seeing him pop up. You know what's crazy? It's really his intro song that I really started fucking with him. He used to have this song about like God. I don't know what it was, but it just set the tune for the whole video. And then I started hearing all the knowledge that he was dropping, and I was like, okay, I'm fucking with this. So as I'm studying his course, I've been watching Jeremy Cash talk about Jesus and the Christian Bible and all this, and my mom's a really big Christian, and Doyle's song intros kind of Christian-like. I was like, you know, I feel like this is kind of a sign. You know, I tried everything else. Let me just try to pick up the Bible. Let me read a couple pages. Let me watch some documentaries and shit like that. So that's what I did. And I started feeling better, bro. I started feeling like I was in God's favor. Like shit just started lining up right and working out. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a one-on-one with Doyo. You know, I'm just gonna go full-fledged with this course right here, like I did with Mama. So I did the one-on-one. You know, I was kind of nervous talking to him. You know, it's kind of weird talking to people that are like where you want to be. I don't know. It's kind of intimidating. Like being from where I'm from, I feel like nobody wants to talk, bro. Like we're all antisocial. So I do the one-on-one. I write all my questions down. I ask him. He answers them, and instantly the next day I get on the markets and I'm winning trades. He just connected the dots that I needed to be connected, and it just lined up, bro, and everything was working great. Then I started putting everything that I learned into it. So I started holding my trades for longer at certain points. I started using higher time frame supply zones to know which trade to direction. So I know what supply zones are valid, which ones I shouldn't take, and everything just started clicking, bro. Everything went great. I took an FTMO challenge. I passed it. We started making withdrawals, and everything's been good since then. So that's why I show him so much love, because he just connected the dots that I needed to be connected. So right now life's pretty good. I know I got a long way to go. I just dropped the legacy course trying to help people out, and I just feel like I'm getting backlash from it. And I'm just trying to help y'all out, bro. Y'all asked me for a course, I gave y'all a course. I even did it better, and I did a mentorship, and y'all just still tripping about that. Y'all asking for my social security, my license number, and where I live, and all types of shit, bro. Like, bro, I'm just trying to help, bro. If y'all don't want it, y'all don't need to get it, bro. I'm not tripping about it. But that's my life story. I just want you guys to know that you can really do this shit, bro. I went from being in the streets to being disabled and not being able to stand up, to being broke as hell and everyone talking about me, to being finally successful. You gotta understand that the trip is not straight up, bro. It's up and down roller coasters. You're gonna be up, and then you're gonna be all the way down. You're gonna be a little bit up, and then you're gonna be all the way down, and then eventually you're gonna get that strong supply push, and you're gonna be doing good, bro. And who knows, next week I might have it down, next week I might go up. Who knows, bro? But you just gotta stick through it. You only fail when you quit. It doesn't matter what happens in between. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.